Hello everybody and welcome back to No Man's Sky. It's expedition time. Expedition 20 Breach is here and this is my playthrough / tutorial of how to complete the expedition. It is a very strange Halloweeny themed expedition. I don't mean pumpkins and ghouls. I mean it's just got a bit of a strange feel about it. It looks good. Can't wait to get into it. And if you want to know how to start an expedition, I do have a video about that. Go and check that out. If I remember, I'll put a link down into the description. First thing I'm going to do is move some stuff about to make sure that it is all in the right place, that all of the items have their corresponding upgrades attached and I've got space between them, etc. If we go into our start menu here, as part of our options we have expedition and it will show us each phase 1 to 5, and within each phase we have milestones to complete. And one of the fastest ways to do this is to check out your milestones and see which ones you can do rather quickly. So I can see straight away in phase 1 we've got locate your starship, which is nice and easy. Leave the planet and warp to a new system are going to be fairly simple stuff. We've got search a wreckage of a lost corvette, which we won't be able to do yet. Assemble a corvette class ship, which will be nice and easy-ish. And acquire a debris rangefinder, which I will be looking for, of course. So phase 1 shouldn't be too bad. And then in here we've got asteroids, which we complete in phase 2. Only 20 of those. That will be nice and easy to collect. We could get some sea glass and go down to a depth of 1001 U. That'll be, should be easy enough to do. Is there any other easier ones we can do here? Kill 16 biological horrors. We can probably get that one done as well. Things like crush a vile grub will be nice and easy, but we will have to fight a boss type creature to get that one. We've got these ones here as well, which we can't see, so they'll come up. There's some lore that we can go through as well, which will be quite nice, and we've got some radiant shards and things. So there's some nice easy ones to do to get us going. So let's locate our starship. It's only over there. Let's head over there. As I do though, I'm going to collect a bunch of materials. So ferrite dust is definitely a good one to get because we are going to need it. There's also some oxygen and we can get them from these horrible plants, which will hurt you if they explode next to you. But if you get the grassy pods there, you'll get the oxygen and we can get it from destroying it as well. If we also analyze these rocks, we'll get a secondary, so we'll get ferrite dust and hydrogen, which is quite nice. Also, things to look out for are sodium, copper, which we need to use the terrain manipulator for. Any hazardous flora will give you oxygen if you destroy it. And also the hydrogen on the floor. Oh wow, I've just fallen into a cave. Well, there you go. What's down here then? Cobalt will be good for making batteries. Cobalt and ferrite dust. Grab some of that as well while I'm here because I've just fallen down the platinum. Why not? Condensed carbon would be a great thing to get as well because it's very good for fuel. You won't be able to get the larger crystals. You'll need an advanced mining laser for that. But we can get the smaller crystals of condensed carbon to give us a nice amount if there was a nice amount here, but there isn't. There's a few more little rocks, crystals here that we'll pick up. So I've just spent 10 or so minutes collecting some necessity materials, including ferrite dust, some hydrogen, nitrogen, sodium, oxygen, etc. I've come up to my starship and found it now, which means we can get our first milestone reward. Now when you get rewards from completing each milestone, do not throw them away or sell them off because you may need them to complete the other milestones in the each phase. So let's collect this and grab the pre-packaged personal refiner unit and the starship launch fuel ×3, which is very nice. So we'll be able to put this in straight away. Now this is a great bit of kit because it will allow us to refine items into other things. So if I put my pure ferrite in here, I can refine 117 of that into 58 magnetized ferrite if I want to. It will take fuel, in this case carbon, because it doesn't look like I have any condensed carbon, because I use that to refuel my life support. Get it right. Now if we grab these, we'll get some nav data. Nav data can be useful. Also, it will say that we found this area. Whilst we're here, I would suggest, if you're new to playing an expedition, that you actually disable your multiplayer, so you're playing it on your own, and definitely turn off allow PvP with nobody. I don't know why this is default with anybody. I don't really like that at all, but there you go. Whilst we're here, let's have a look at this, shall we? However, what we're going to do is just go back to our expedition log and just see what we can do here. So leave the planet, warp to a new system. They should be nice and easy. There was one here about killing some biological horrors, 16 of them. Now, question is, can I make... I can, because I picked up some ferrite dust. I've now got some bullets in which I can kill some biological horrors. What I'm going to do is show you a way of getting these biological horrors nice and easy. That is going underneath here and actually using the terrain manipulator nice and easily to expose the bit underneath. And what we'll have now is the egg. The egg will then fall down. If you do it properly, it will fall into the actual hole, and you can collect it there, because we can refine those into nanites. We definitely want to grab those. If we're going to do this, we might as well grab them. Is it still here? It might have gone away. Larval core. Collect them. Larval core. Make sure we're killing all these horrors. If they jump at you, they will hurt you. They do spit at you as well. There's another one. 12 out of 16. What I am going to do is just run around the corner here. And I know this is going to get some more out, but let's grab a few more of these cores. And there is a reason why I want nanites. We can get some upgrades for our hyperdrive to make it easier for us to go from system to system, or rendezvous point to rendezvous point. Right, we've got that milestone, which is nice. Now, I don't really need to kill these anymore, but I do want to grab some more of these cores. So let's be careful while we do it. Right, now we've got a bunch of those. Let's get into Infinite Eagle. And of course, as you can see, there's a bit of an issue going on. So we do have some broken equipment. We need a hermetic seal, metal plating. We already have the pure ferrite because I got a geode whilst mining some ferrite dust, which enabled me to get some pure ferrite out of that geode. So we'll fix that one straight away there. Now the hermetic seal is actually condensed carbon, so we're going to have to refine some carbon here. And we also need a metal plating, which we should be able to do, which we can do. Good. We are getting attacked, by the way, by those horrors. They are shooting at the ship. We've got a nice, at least it's a symmetrical explorer ship. I don't really like the ones that aren't symmetrical. So let's get refining some carbon. I need to get some carbon. So I didn't get enough carbon. Not exactly on a carbon high world, are we? There's some big old... Let's just have a look at our reward from phase 3, which is they feed. We get a supreme life support upgrade ×3 and inventory slot ×5. So that's really cool. I'm going to put 2 into the cargo, and then I'm going to put 3 here into... Actually, I'll put 2 in there and 3 into the cargo. 2 into the tech, 3 into the cargo. These little plants will give us the carbon we want. So let's get some of those. I can't really see any bigger plants. So we should have enough carbon now to make some condensed carbon. However, how much does it cost to actually make a hermetic seal? It's only 30. So we should be fine by making 39. There you go. Lovely. And we can continue mining some carbon from these little plants. These little ones as well are carbon on this planet. Okay, we are here at the starship. We should have enough now to make an hermetic seal. We actually have to take it out of the portable personal refiner there. Make the hermetic seal. There you go. Boom. We are ready to fly. Now, if we leave the planet, we'll get another milestone. There you go. Beautiful. Discovered by Hello Games. And there you go. Wings in the dark. We got the next milestone from phase 1, which is base computer plans and hyperdrive plans. So we actually need to build the hyperdrive. So we need chromatic metal for the hyperdrive and a microprocessor times 5. Now, these are actually quite nice to sell as well. Let's put 3 into here and see how many nanites we get. 150. If I take these down to 2 more, we'll get 250, 350. We'll take the 350 nanites. We've still got 6 to make 419,000. And we want that because we want to buy a bunch of microprocessors, at least one anyway. We also just need some copper because we need to refine copper into chromatic metal. Other elements are available, but copper is what I'm looking for. So how many planets are in this system? If we go into the galaxy map here, we can see how many planets we've got here. We actually have a gas giant. We're in a dissonant. Looks like we've got a gas giant. So let's have a quick look around. If we go into discoveries, we can actually see what planets are here. And we can see what's on which planet, as long as we've discovered them, and they already have been discovered. Now the problem here is there is no copper on these planets that I can see anyway. So we're going to go to the space station, which is abandoned, but we still should be able to buy some items, and there might be some copper there. And sell items, obviously, to get the money we need to buy said items. Now the problem with getting the nanites and trying to get some upgrades for the hyperdrive is that there isn't going to be anybody at the station to buy them from, is there? That's going to be an issue. Now, I could get rid of this rocket launcher by dismantling it and get 100 copper and 50 condensed carbon, which I'm going to do. We still need to head to the space station because I need a microprocessor. So let's head here. And I'm going to refine 50 of this into chromatic metal because I need 125 though. So that's not actually enough. If we go to the back room, there should be a terminal in these abandoned stations. Let's have a look. We have an exosuit upgrade terminal. Must be in the other side then. If we search these little pockets, we will get stuff. Warp hypercores, very nice. And we've got a pulse engine module, C-class, but nonetheless still a pulse engine module. Banned weapons, we can sell these. Very nice. Anything else in here I can collect? I don't think so. Let's head to the other side then. Encrypted navigation data on the table will give you navigation data. So let's have a quick look. I do want to sell the larval cores and these banned weapons. That's given us some money in which now we can buy the microprocessor we need. There is no copper here. There is chromatic metal though. Done. Now we can build our hyperdrive. How many did I need? I only brought the one, didn't I? I needed 5. 5 of them. Okay. That was silly of me. Always check how many you need. There you go. They're very expensive. Very expensive. Boom. Got that in there. We do need to now make a warp cell, which will take antimatter, which is condensed carbon and chromatic metal, and a antimatter housing of oxygen and ferrite dust. So let's build one of these, and then we build the warp cell out, and we put that in there. And we also have the warp hypercore, which will actually give us 100% So if we stick that in there, it'll give us 100%. So I just built that out just to sort of show people who may not know. But there you go. We'll put that in there. Why not? We can't sell it to anybody. And now we need to warp to the next system. So it is going to take, what, 3 warps to get there. So I will do the 3 warps and I'll see you in a sec. Between the stars. So because we did 1 warp, we did get that. So let's have a look at what rewards we get for that. Which is pre-packaged Atlantid drive, which will allow us to warp to purple systems and all the other coloured systems as well. Will fit you straight in because it will also give us a little bit of range. If we actually take it out again, we've got 116. If we put it in, we've got 122. So it's not masses, but it's better than nothing. Let's continue warping on to the next system, onto the rendezvous point. So we have reached the system with rendezvous point 1 in. However, what I want to look for is an asteroid field. Now normally there's one in and around the space station. There it is. Because we need to destroy 20 asteroids. So let's go drive straight in and just start shooting asteroids. 20 we need. This will give us gold, some tritium, maybe some silver, maybe platinum, things like that will come out of the asteroids. We may even get an anomaly detector. We also get tritium hyperclusters. Tritium hyperclusters, sorry. Also get gold nuggets as well. There you go. Star spawn. Nice and easy. We can grab that from phase 2 then and get Nautilon platform plans, Nautilon advanced equipment blueprints and Supreme submarine drive upgrade. So that's very nice. We are going to have to build that, of course. And there is the advanced Nautilon blueprint set. The location of rendezvous point 1 is an approximate location. So it is very stormy here, which means I can't really see where the location might be. So I think I am going to have to land if it would let me, which it is. There's a storm going on, so we can collect here some storm crystals, which again will be nice to sell for units, just in case we need to. There's also a load of Atlantidium, so we're on a dissonant world here. Now, the target sweep is taking me over there. So to use my target sweep is just to use my analysis visor. For me, it is the left trigger button on my, what's it called? Xbox controller. Right, let's grab a load of this. We are in an extreme storm, so it's not good. Don't really have any hazard protection. What might be a good idea to do, it's in a supercharged slot already. But we don't have anything we can build for this really. We can build that for you. We might as well do that. And we've got this lattice which we need sodium nitrate. That'll give us 20% plus battery. We need 60 of that. So might get that in a bit, might not. So we have found it. It is down here in this abandoned building. See what we find. We could get the biological horrors again here if you didn't want to do it on the first planet. And obviously you could get... Oh look, someone's already dug something out by the looks of things. You could get the larval cores as well. Let's have a look in here. There you go, we've reached the first rendezvous. So we can get the reward for that. Inventory slot times 5. Debris rangefinder plans and craftable components plans. Interesting. So let's get some more tech. We'll get 3 of those and get 2 more cargo. And we've got this debris rangefinder, solar mirror, quantum computer, and a metal plating. And then we've got a load of craftable plans as well, which is great. If we collect this research specimen, we should get some nanites, or maybe it will be a standing, which is useless because there is no aliens here because it's abandoned. We've got the word for Gek though. Right, let's have a look at this deserted terminal. I'm going to get rid of this residual goop. You can refine it into nanites. It's a bit of a long process. I'm not going to bother. User identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data log for analysis. It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged edged, like something that once lived but was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien feta, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become motile then, crawling on a mat of slow cilia, moving from me. I should have left it alone. But I analysed the data log. I discovered something coded deep inside the long dead traveller's data log. Something has been left to aid me on my journey. And we've got some nanites. We've got some nanites. Next on the list then is to acquire a debris rangefinder. So we need to make it. So what we need to do then is go to the space station, and see if we can find those items to buy, the solar mirror, etc. So I can craft the solar mirror because I have gold, silver, chromatic metal, but I can't craft the quantum computer because I need to have a microprocessor. So if I grab some items from the terminal here, so maybe some more chromatic metal, because I think once I create this, I then can't create that. No, I can. I just need the microprocessor. So we already have what we need by farming those asteroids. I'm pretty sure the terminal is this side. I should have brought more. Oh, hello, I've run out of jetpack there. I'm not used to that. I should have brought some more microprocessors from the original terminal, so that is something to take away. Buy more than 5. Right, let's go. There you go, microprocessors. I'm going to buy 5 again. What else is in here? There is a solar mirror. There isn't a quantum computer. I'm going to buy 1 just for the sake of it. And pyrite is normally quite good. Going to get some more copper as well. And some tritium. It's just searching the other side of the abandoned space station, and I'm grabbing some decent stuff. You know, it's only a C-class advanced mining laser upgrade of -7%, but it's worth it, you know. And we've got these to sell now as well, unstable gels. I've also got these storm crystals to sell if we need to. So it's definitely worth coming over and having a look at these items. We can also get exosuit upgrades. The only reason why I didn't the other space station is because I forgot, and I'm not sure I had the units at that point, but we've got it in this one. So any station that you go in any system, you should be able to upgrade your exosuit once. If you also ping in the anomaly in any system, you can then upgrade your exosuit for a second time in that system. I was building out stuff. I need to do the quantum computer, which I can do now. And I still need a metal plating, which I can now make. And I should get the reward for that. Or do I need to trigger it? Just says acquire, and there you go. We've got it. Debris field crafted. We get a basic Corvette modules pack, which is nice. Nice. Doing that, and now it wants us to actually build a Corvette. So this will be nice and easy. Let's go and do that. Corvette workshop, create new Corvette, and what we have here is pieces, and it will show me what pieces we have. So I have a landing gear. I don't know how many of these I have. I have 2. I can build 2. So let's put 1 there, and we'll put 1 there. So these are basically my only parts. So they're the ones we are going to go with. We've got our Corvette. Now what we need to do is make sure that all of these pieces are in the right way. And what I'm going to do is actually put my hyperdrive in the supercharged slot and see which way round gets me more distance. And it looks like it's that way round. Make sure that you transfer all your stuff into your Corvette if that's what you're going to use, or the other way around. I'm definitely going to use the Corvette, so I'm going to transfer these things in. Summon in my Corvette. There it is. And we've also got the milestone Door to the stars. We've got a refiner unit for the corvette and a powerful frost protection upgrade. So let's fit those both in. That's the Humboldt thing, we don't want that. Starship upgrades can fit into your corvette upgrades. That's a terrible name. I have just spent a little bit of time sorting out my inventories and things. I just like to do that. Okay, personal thing. Now, to finish off phase 1, we just need to search a corvette wreck, which should be rather easy. Just looking if there's anything else I can do at the moment. Make this a bit quicker. We've actually collected 3 out of 7 storm crystals, so we do need to collect some more of those, and radiant shards. But to collect radiant shards, we need a advanced mining laser, which I don't see yet, as a upgrade, as a reward. Anyway, we've got our ship. Let's go and locate a wreck. So let's head out into space. Now, if we trigger the scan for debris, it's going to find us a wreck. But to do that, I think we need to pulse drive, which we do. And it will search the stars for a wreck. And there we have it. Oh, now that is a wreck. Now, we need to search this. So, what we're going to need to do is hop out of our pilot seat here, and we are going to go for a spacewalk. Open the hatch. And here we are out into space. And here is the wreck. Right, so if we activate the scanner, it will pick it up for me and pick up parts that I can actually salvage. So I've got some there, fuel pod. I couldn't get the big thing. It's actually just these small bits that come up here. Okay, wish I knew that before I started, but there you go. That's my fault. Boom. There you go. Log of Fireship Arcadia. Oh, recover. Ah, rare item found. Okay. Log corrupt. Recovering damaged sectors. Captain found a, on the last walkout, says it will bring us luck. We'll need it. Cruise has been a waste so far. All the asteroids and dust and ice. Nonsense, but better than nothing. Oh, okay. So there you go. We got Ship Breaker, which is nice. And of course, we get what we want from them, which is the advanced mining laser plans, which is great, and prepackaged aquajet, which is also good. We need a hermetic seal, nanotubes, and some wiring looms, so we definitely need to buy those. And we also get the phase 1 completion, which actually gives us Siren of the Stars poster plans, Eternal Serpents poster plans, and Event Horizon poster plans. So there you go. That is phase 1 completed. Very nice and quick there. We are on to phase 2 in the next video. Hopefully I will see you there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. And yeah, take care out there, everybody.